Welcome to the Battle of Psychics, the thrilling new Season 6. We are continuing our one-of-a-kind television experiment involving individuals with extraordinary paranormal abilities. These gifted individuals do not conceal their talents, nor they shy away from watchful eyes. They are prepared to demonstrate to the entire nation the existence of miracles.
We again announced the search for people with supernatural abilities on the selection tests gathered with clairvoyant sorcerers and shamans from all over the country, and everyone assured that it was he who needed to participate in this project. I'll take first place.
The soul of the dead, help me.
We carefully checked the abilities of everyone who came to us and finally selected the 10 best psychics. Today you will see, and the first battle of new psychics experienced by independent experts.
You may experience a slight migraine, which will subside within a few minutes. Is there any
Willing
So we have volunteer.
psychics at the scene of a serial killer's dwelling? In general, here like a cat, he hunted and chose many sweet people for himself. Why can't local residents approach this clearing? I want.
Get out.
My legs are heavy.
Oh,
This place is surely deceptive.
In theory, absolutely anyone can become a participant in the Battle of Psychics because anyone can have superpowers. Housewife, banker, or for example, minibus driver. Our new psychics are still lost in the crowd, not recognized on the street, and not asked to predict the future. But that's only for now. Currently, no one knows what the new participants in the battle are capable of achieving.
Every day, we meet 1,000 passers-by. We do not know who these people are. We do not remember their faces. Their lives mean nothing in our destiny. The world in which psychics live is completely different. Here, everything is interconnected. Random meetings or coincidence simply does not happen. These people unmistakably identify each other in the crowd. Even the thoughts of one can influence the fate of the other. The participants of the sixth battle of psychics are barely familiar yet.
Informal environment.
They are at the same table for the first time and can look into each other's eyes. They are all competitors, and everyone wants to be the winner here.
Really, everything is absolutely different. And I see that Season 6 is a very strong variety of that.
Shabanova, seeing from Dagestan, the past and future of a person sees as a panorama behind him. Zero Odin Mirzayev, visionary from Azerbaijan, received his gift from one of the descendants of the Prophet Muhammad.
No one can harm me. No one can. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible.
A single nuance not harm anyone, but reveal yours talent.
Alexander Litvin, an intuitive psychic, operates in customs dealing with drugs, weapons, and contraband, perceiving things even with his eyes closed.
Again, in subsequent tests, it is clearly seen that there are people with pronounced talent. There are people with less talent.
Elena Smelova, clairvoyant at 19, once contemplated suicide, but a mysterious woman appeared in her dream, forbidding her from dying and granting her the ability to see both the past and the future. Nikolai Chumakman X-ray. In the recent past, a sailor's abilities were discovered after a shipwreck. He was miraculously saved, and now he can't see through people.
Nothing is needed.
Fame is absolutely unnecessary.
Why you?
Came here. Vlad Kadolya, a hereditary sorcerer, dreamed of becoming a priest in his youth, became disappointed, devoted his life to black.
I certainly don't have faith in a person
Nikolai
just full of singularities. Such a person may pose as humble, but emotionally they are quite volatile and aggressive. Therefore, these persons in the presence can't be accomplished. There are moments like these.
Lana Siniavskaya, hereditary Romanian clairvoyant. He possesses an inherent gift since childhood. He searches for missing people. What exactly are you doing?
negative.
And I am certain he will be extremely stressed.
Healers fighting each other, and I go to the holy place myself. Everyone is fighting. The gift originated from a shaman's grandfather, communicates with spirits, learned from Tibetan monks, and was ordained. I desire for a bright individual to triumph in the battle of psychics, for him to have a clear mind and love for people.
We absolutely have no enmity.
Lilia heals from a distance. According to eyewitnesses, under its influence, the wound literally tightens on the eyes.
If a person is confident in his abilities, he will calm. He will
Visually respect everyone.
but he has unwavering belief in his own power.
It is spiritual work anyway. Yes, we act through God. Only he understands who will be one. Alexander Zelensky calls himself clairvoyant at the age of 21. Took a monastic and renounced worldly life. After that, clairvoyance came to him.
Speaking back to the average, everyone here is rivals anyway.
So all 10 finalists are determined and fully prepared for any of our experiments. Before initiating the main test, we decided it was essential to verify if our participants could actually perform the feats they claimed. The psychics will be tested soon. One intensive battle baptism.
A unique experiment in front of an attentive audience. Psychics will not be able to deceive anyone.
I enter this esophagus and exit through the anus. Feel no...
We are also all interested in whether you feel anything or not.
Seers versus skeptics. Will they be able to surprise those who don't believe them?
I was afraid falling.
You're watching an intriguing new psychic battle. We have 10 individuals committed to demonstrating their unique abilities to the entire nation. Now you will witness their first test. This test was not prepared in advance. We thought, why not let the psychics choose their own method to amaze us?
We decided to make the audience of this experiment a variety of people, from show business stars to ordinary TV viewers and journalists. Ksenia Borodina, I believe that.
Psychics exist.
Yulia Kovalchuk.
I actually believe in
Psychics, and I really want to see them, Alexander.
I believe that psychics exist. Mikhail Vinogradov, a seasoned psychiatrist and criminalist, stands by the fact that psychics do exist.
Katerina, I have queries to psychic.
Victoria Pierre Maria, personally I don't believe in psychics.
Alexander Peskov, having visited your program,
I believe that psychics exist.
Each of the psychics is given complete freedom. They themselves must demonstrate their abilities as much as possible and try to surprise our skeptics. The experiment will be observed by illusionists, Safronov brothers.
We are aware of the methods used to perform miracles. Thus, we can easily spot them if they use any of our techniques.
Our team will vigilantly observe all their actions.
Will the clairvoyant be able to demonstrate their abilities in an environment of heightened attention? Hello. The first to test begins psychic search engine Alexander Litvin.
I work in customs. I can look for various prohibited items. I can determine whether a person is lying or not. When a person actually moves narcotic drugs, he faces 15 years. This background, which radiates a feeling of fear, is almost impossible to hide.
Well, let's try then for the purity of the experiment. We possess the narcotic substance. Kindly deliver it to us.
In order to check the psychics, we decided to complicate the task and hide the substance in the hall.
Here, of course, it will be more difficult because the person who hides him will not bear any responsibility for it.
Alexander, please turn away, don't peek. Thus we have it.
Volunteer.
So Alexander didn't see where we hid narcotics. You could begin?
There are currently 25 individuals in this room. The psychic must scan every person present. None of the participants in the experiment does not experience the slightest excitement, which means that it is almost impossible to feel who has the package hidden.
This is row 1. This sector. Yes, a girl.
No, I don't.
Well, then I was wrong.
Surprisingly, the clairvoyant was a step away from the hidden package, so to make sure of his abilities, we decided to check clairvoyant again. Alexander Peskov chose the most secure location for the hiding place. Everything is set.
Start.
in the middle row.
Not true.
Very close.
We have
Here, give a demonstration.
the psychic, although made a mistaken choice, was very close both times.
And in all this biofield, he walked closer, precisely to the places where the powder was located.
I was nearby. Good specialists are close. Be knowledgeable in your field. It smells like drug, like the dog.
Experiment continues. Zirodin Rzaev decided to demonstrate his abilities next. The presenter claims that he is able to tell about a person. Simple, looking into his eyes. Those who wanted to check it were found immediately.
The questions that preoccupy me are about what occurred.
Is it acceptable not to converse with me? A child. I observe a woman, and I apologize for saying something like that.
Death.
Well, regarding children, this is absolutely correct. He noticed that it's a tragic fate of the girl's children.
The psychic was able to delve into this woman's history. He could perceive the aura of death, yet some specialists found Zerodin's test to be unreliable.
Of course, a person gives a dual impression.
But not a woman's death, but a child. That's what it is.
There's a single key point here. Due to a certain language barrier, it's unclear whether the woman or female.
But healer Nikolai Chumak chose another way of communicating with the audience.
You feel I enter this esophagus and exit through the anus. Feel this.
We are also all interested in whether you feel anything right now or...
No, I don't want to comment on that.
In the process, Alexander Zelensky started talking water.
That's it.
Good after that.
Drink it well. Here are 50 grams each.
However, its healing properties will be confirmed in about a month, and our skeptics generally trust only those capable of showcasing their abilities at this very moment. The sorcerer Vlad Kudoni immediately took on this.
I will opt for someone present and induce a brief headache. There will be no lingering effects as a result of my actions. You will experience a mild migraine that will dissipate within a few minutes.
Any desire?
With pleasure.
Come on.
The only thing I will request during this process is for you to refrain from making any comments. Silence is also appreciated. From you, I still insist on the lack of comments.
No.
Just a bit like that.
The feeling was so intense I was scared.
To fall? You won't fall, I promise.
The black sorcerer caused the artist a slight discomfort, yet Alexander Peskov did not experience the headache that was supposed to occur. Perhaps my aura might be stronger than his. Many psychics showcase their abilities for the first time in public, only to show their helplessness before a doubtful audience.
I don't do it.
I can't.
That's it.
When I'm really sleepy, I send people straight to hell.
The audience held Elena the Brave for 40 minutes until the clairvoyant could not stand. If you've had enough of mocking me, maybe you'll let me go. Last Psychic Lily was greeted with sarcastic laughter in the audience.
Very attractive.
I am convinced that I possess psychic abilities. What I desire, I can now demonstrate to you. Take the red wine, extract the alcohol from it, it remains in essence. It's like compote, and you can already feel the bitterness of the grass like this.
We prepared extensively for this test, fully aware of your intentions.
Thank you.
From a single glass extracting the alcohol, we pour 2 glasses, but who among us will detect it by smell?
Here's one for comparison. Test me.
It's wine.
Have you tried this wine?
Yes.
Starts to work.
I am uncertain whether this experiment will be successful.
It has grown weaker.
Only beginning to weaken.
Well, right. Look like everything.
Let's try, please.
Yes.
But it's
Weaker.
of course.
I can't.
To affirm at any rate what we have tried is certainly less
Alcohol.
than one.
I examined it carefully, and you also closely inspected it. Did you notice what it was?
The pill was not thrown. Everything is clean.
To create something using alcohol-containing liquids, you have to be a very strong psychic.
The only that went for such a bold experiment.
Yes, and it is quite possible to say.
Thank you. Thank you for your trust.
Well, the courage of our finalists is admirable, but it was only the beginning. We have prepared difficult tests for these people. Everything that awaits psychics ahead is kept a strict secret. We will not tell them. We will not help them, but we are ready to send them to the lane. A serious task.
All the newspapers wrote about this place, but it is not even noticed by ordinary passers-by. I want to leave. I feel I want to cry. Psychics are following the trail of Bitsev Maniac. A grave murder occurred at this place. Like a demon embodied.
This is a new battle of psychics. I am Mikhail Poroshenkov. We have selected the 10 best clairvoyants, and today they are passing their first tests. These people are ready to surprise you, but they have no idea what we have prepared for them. So now all of our participants are going in an unknown direction, on an assignment of unknown nature.
On a normal weekday, a bus with psychics left from the center of Moscow to the place of history. We completely isolated the clairvoyants from the outside world. They don't even know where we are taking them. They shouldn't know anything in advance. At the same time, the bus is heading southwest of Moscow. Here, in this quieter area of the city, psychics approach the mysterious Bitsevsky Park. A few years back, this forest gained national infamy. Here, in this park, for numerous consecutive years, the notorious Bitsev Maniac targeted his unfortunate victims. Over many years, the gruesome sight of mutilated corpses has become all too familiar to the locals here. A trademark in the heads of the deceased were branches. The police struggled to understand the nature of the beast responsible for these heinous crimes. They deployed patrols and meticulously searched the forest, but rather than the criminal, they stumbled upon more lifeless bodies left in his wake. The killing stopped when he was arrested. Suspect confessed in July 2006.
In fact, the Bitsev Maniac was given the nickname Me.
Alexander Pichushkin is an ordinary grocery store salesman. He committed his first murder on the day of his 18th birthday. When the maniac was caught, he was 32 years old. By his own admission, he took the lives of more than 60 people. During interrogations, Pichushkin proudly told about his crimes in the smallest detail. He remembered every murder. He enjoyed showing how it all happened. Did not. This This is one of the terrifying spots in Bitsevsky Park. Numerous bloody crimes occurred here. The crowns of these trees were the last things seen by the victims. Casual passers-by may overlook this ordinary clearing. But what will the psychic sense here? Is it true that the Earth retains information about past events? The psychic bus stopped near the entrance to the park. The clairvoyants travel further on a motorcycle. Psychics do not know where it is. They do not see that now around in front of their eyes a dense, impenetrable mask. All they have is their own supernatural abilities. Will the clairvoyants feel the terrible energy of this place? The entrance of our experiment in Bitsevsky Forest will be observed by psychiatrist and criminologist Mikhail Vinogradov.
Hello.
Hello.
That journey was arduous.
No, well, although for the first time.
I liked it.
Yes, thank you for the ride.
The only inquiry I have is your current location. Is there any information you can share about this area?
I believe there should be a bench here. Is this something like a park or park area? Bushes, it's almost as if this place is inviting, as though people have relaxed here. Someone expressed their love, yet it remains unclear to me. Now, please wait. Give it a moment. The earth pulls me to the earth. Touch it.
Please.
No, I am reluctant to touch it. Something about it, either in the earth or connected with the earth, bothers me. Contradictory, very controversial place. It's hard for me. There I sense an overwhelming negativity. This place is terrifying. Pardon me, I see a man in a police cap and he appears to be staring. And for some reason, the dog is similar to mine. I have a German Shepherd. My legs feel incredibly heavy, oh my.
It's so heavy here.
Yes, it's quite difficult here. Three murders. I see the body of a young woman. This place absolutely needs to be.
I repeatedly pray. Why is such sorrow engulfing you?
I feel an intense sadness that moves me to tears.
Can you tell me? You have to pray, repeatedly pray.
Yeah.
Eleanor Brave refused to respond to any of our inquiries. The clairvoyant removed her mask, refusing to even listen about her whereabouts.
Don't touch me. Not now.
Right from the start, I sensed an intense and impulsive hysterical response. The extremely negative energy had an adverse impact and made her feel unwell.
Next to the clearing where the Bitsevsky maniac committed his brutal murders arrived Alexander Zelensky. However, instead of undergoing tests, the psychic started complaining of a strange malaise. Breathing becomes difficult. There's something unusual here in the air.
Right here on this
place.
This place, right?
Right.
I want to get out of here.
We were on the verge of ending our experiment on the clear-sighted when he suddenly mentioned related to a murder.
Please tell me, Alexander. It's bad.
Tough, Sash. Why?
What should I do?
Let's
open it already.
In the current conditions of our test, the psychic stubbornly refuses to remain in this place, stating that they cannot perceive anything anymore. During our filming, we saw many local residents who calmly passed by this place, but what happens here with psychics?
Psychics perceive things beyond ordinary sight, even with their eyes closed. When they possess an exceptional sensitivity by nature, It can be overwhelming, a phenomenon observed multiple times.
When our next psychic, Alexander Litvin, arrived at the test site, we were prepared for any possible occurrence.
Where exactly are we and what is this place?
But blinded, the customs officer began to describe what surrounded him with absolute impasse.
Standing on the path.
This walk.
So approximately. This is either the southwestern or western outskirts, a localized forest area with a metal gate at the entrance, a barrier fence. Alexander Litvin did not feel any negative energy here. As it turns out, our main question, where are you? He understood literally and was able to write this place with his eyes closed. I feel the certain signal with my hands. That is, I model it by the object of radiation itself. That is, all I needed to find out where the building is. I modeled this building, then with my hands, but other psychics, having arrived at the test site, described the surrounding landscape like this.
The security here seems according to the passes.
You can say the stadium is big.
Square.
Regardless of the clairvoyant methods employed by our participants. They were completely unaware of their surroundings.
At race course. Vintage items, so to speak.
A house resembles a dwelling. I need to get inside there. If you step like this, you can get to it.
I would definitely go.
However, I'm unfortunately quite lame.
So you just stand 2 steps to the threshold.
The psychics
are obliged to feel that not after 2 steps, not after 10 steps, there is no house. This belongs to the realm of simple fantasy.
One by one, psychics left the scene of the terrible murders of the Bitsevsky Park. This land did not want to share its information with them. Already at sunset, Azerbaijani psychic Zirodin Razayets.
An aura heavy with blood.
What does that mean?
Just killed several people.
Can you tell who killed them?
The guy is not elderly.
There is hair light, you can roughly tell.
How tall?
As a meter, 70.
That's how tall. That's Shamrat.
Right here.
Actually, this murder, whatever it was, an affectivity state that was similar to alcohol.
Psychic Razayev noticed a crucial detail. Nearly all Bitsev maniac victims drank alcohol before death, dulling their vigilance. Pechushkin used vodka with casual acquaintances.
Mishushkin approached in the park. He handed the man a glass of vodka and kindly offered to remember the dog, which was buried here.
It is exactly where Bitsev maniac organized these wakes that Azerbaijani psychic Zirodin Razayev is now located.
What other feelings do you sense around?
An object is nearby, possibly a metal here. These objects, numbering twice here, might be 10 meters, 8 meters in here.
10 meters from the psychic, there are concreted covers of 2 sewer wells. Standing with his eyes closed, says that they are here.
That happened here.
In the next moment, the clairvoyant, ignoring the obstacles, headed resolutely for the concrete hatches hidden in the thick grass.
He radiates a negative aura here. 100% the murder committed here.
This is the most terrifying location in Bitsev Forest, where they conceal their crimes. Pichushkin dropped the bodies of his exhausted victims. During one of the investigative experiment, he precisely informed about this. At this moment, our psychic is standing nearby.
Here lie 2 people.
There are hatches?
Indeed, I observed 2 individuals, none of them alive.
Pechushkin discarded the bodies of all his female victims into sewer collectors, causing them to float away, making it incredibly challenging to secure evidence.
Maria Vereshcheva is one of the few who managed to survive the attack of the maniac. Pichushkin dropped Maria in sewer wells, believing the girl was no longer breathing.
I couldn't escape from there, standing waist deep in icy water throughout the night. The pain was so intense that I didn't want to live at that moment.
Psychic Radzayev, with his eyes closed, felt terrible sewer wells in this clearing. The clairvoyant referred to them as graves, and most importantly, he was able to extract information from this blood-soaked earth.
My heart feels extremely heavy, carrying negative energy.
I appreciate it. Please, you may remove the mask. This is Bitsevsky Park, if you've heard. No, the Bitsevsky maniac Alexander Pichushkin was here. Have you heard anything about it?
No, I've not heard of it. Not from this location.
It disposed of the bodies of the deceased in these wells. Trutha. Thank you.
I kisses you.
I felt that there were murders and people who were killed, and I felt and told about the man who killed these people.
Thus far, 9 out of our 10 finalists have completed this test. The last psychic is waiting. This is a shaman from Kazakhstan. We don't yet know if she will be able to summon the spirits of this land to help her today. But like other psychics, is waiting for a dense, impenetrable mask.
I can hear her fall in this manner.
I hit her and she fell. The Bitsevsky maniac was caught, but bodies are still found in the forest.
Another maniac killed here, but he's not imprisoned.
In July, a dismembered man found here.
Is it true that Bitsev Park is cursed?
Man, well, he was engaged in murders. He kind of conveyed all his negativity to this place.
You're watching a battle of psychics, and today we're testing the abilities of our new members for the first time. Now I am in the place of their one serious task. This land holds the memory of terrible events. This may not even be known by casual passers-by. But exceptionally sensitive people in our psychics might perceive something unusual here.
Bitsevsky Forest Park is a place where for many years he dealt with his victims. The elusive maniac, Alexander Pichushkin, when he was caught, he was an ordinary grocery store seller, admitted to his account more than 60 lives. He killed day and night since he was 18. The peak of his bloody career came in 2005. Then new corpses were found in this forest almost every week. First, Pichushkin lured his victims into the forest and gave them vodka, then killed and dumped. Here in these sewers, the investigative experiment, the maniac described in cold blood how everything happened.
She stopped me.
Got a couple more hits?
She dropped right after one. It is here in this place that our psychic is tested in the strictest secrecy. We bring them to where the Bitsev maniac committed brutal murders. Clairvoyants do not suspect where they are in front of their eyes' dense, impenetrable mask. Their task is to feel what memory this land holds. Now this is the final test for our last psychic to pass.
Hi, I'll join.
Hello?
The only question is, where are you now? Is there anything you can elaborate about this place?
I observed that the park is quite expansive. There are infused with layers of positive energy, but here are such funnels. This says some kind of great tragedy. I'm really not enjoying being here at all. I dislike this place, the feeling that something violent, like someone being beaten, occurred here.
People been killed?
Here.
There have been a murder incident here. It feels eerie because there's a woman lying not far from here, lifeless. In this square, I hear cries for help, as if someone is desperately screaming.
When did this occur? A certain century or a particular year?
It was happening either years of 2005 or 2003, I can't clearly say. Maybe there was some violence. I see here somewhere, then there, somewhere then near some pond. I see somewhere else. Well, I can't say clearly. Well, I see a lot. I don't know, it's like someone arrives in this forest and he's like a demon. There are people who commit murder or rape often. These actions are not good. He's like a beast. His hair blonde, tall and healthy, blonde guy. He is roughly around 35 years of age. I can't see his face clearly, but I can see his powerful shoulders. He's healthy. It feels like he's playing sports. And you know, I perceive he carried such a small axe in his pocket. He had such a small axe.
A small hammer has long been the favorite tool of the Bitsev maniac. It was always in his bag with a bottle of vodka reserved for future victims.
I was sitting
with a hammer.
She was sitting right here.
I hit really hard. She fell. You see? Footage of the investigative experiment. A serial killer tells in detail how he dealt with his latest victim here.
Right here.
This is where the shaman is now coming.
The hair. I dragged you like this, you know. She was like this.
Right here.
And she did this. This situation represents, and that's it.
What can you say about this lady?
The woman was quite young, around 35, maybe even 30, as if he enticed her here, and it feels like we're close before.
With his latest victim, 35-year-old Marina Pechushkin was indeed familiar, and he invited her for a date. The woman informed her in their apartment about date, so it finally became clear who her murderers were. The shaman Kakajeta, wearing an impenetrable mask, pointed to the crime scene itself and managed to determine that a woman was killed here. But having correctly told about the events of 2 years ago, she unexpectedly moved to a century ago.
Show me ancient times. The place belonged to some nobleman, and this nobleman's a curse here. This curse, it sometimes acts on people with bad energy. This man who was engaged in murders is astrally connected. After some time, this nobleman convey all his negativity to this man.
We know nothing about the mysterious curse of the nobleman, which the shaman talks about. We can only confirm that. The main task of the test was managed.
She closed her eyes and saw everything here.
But after the trials ended, she was in no hurry to leave this forest. The clairvoyant assured us that we are standing in a cursed place, and the fact that the Bitsevsky maniac has been caught does not mean that you can walk here calmly.
There are a lot of people here whose murders have not been solved. It wasn't just this maniac who killed here. Another one did too, but he is in prison now, and it's quiet.
For the first time we heard about the murder in Bitsevsky Park continuing. But these words of the clairvoyant confirmed to us the caretaker of the forest park who observed the experiment.
In July, her dismembered body was found.
I saw a lot of spirits walking around here. I want that when this battle of psychics ends, that we all psychics will gather around, as they say. These souls were sent up.
And so several clairvoyants still managed to surprise us at the serious test. Does this mean that there are already leaders in the battle of psychics? Or maybe one of our participants was scared by this task? They have. The last chance to voluntarily abandon the battle for reflection remains only a few minutes. Psychic, you passed your initial test this week, and now I wish to address all our participants. Could it be that you were frightened by our challenges?
The scenarios encountered here, I haven't formulated them exactly what will happen, but I believe that I can cope with them, at least.
With most tasks.
Which will be offered to me on this project.
This is an exceptionally challenging test, extremely demanding. I nearly participated in the first psychic battle, but my mentors and protectors didn't allow me to advance. They permitted me to participate, and now they have granted me their blessing. Yet there are very formidable competitors here.
I'm by the Prophet's Muhammad, and I'm not here by accident.
Well, that's a serious statement. Why are you here? What do you want to prove?
I don't need to prove. Everyone believes me. I want to participate. I love your show.
And I want my son.
My beloved, I was very proud.
You know how simple and how
Wonderful.
All right, I can see that every one of you has a distinct objective, and it's clear that everyone is fully committed to achieving it. It would likely be most equitable if all 10 psychics continue to remain part of our project for this week. While it may have been only an initial introduction, exactly 7 days from now in this very room, I will be obligated to reveal the name of the psychic who will be departing from our competition. Be sure to tune in exactly 1 week from now on TNT.